Republican.
Thank you very much. I was thinking today briefly about what happened in Florida with the shooting. And I want to address this in great detail later, but I want to be clear that gun control is never the answer. When you have an FBI fighting bureaucratically from the inside, attempting to unseat a sitting president, let's face it, you have to understand your eye is on the ball. We were not prosecuting Hillary Clinton or any of her clan for what they have done to this country over the last 8 years, selling this country out for profit for their foundation. You cannot trust our bureaucratic. Talk all you want, pal. You cannot trust the government to take the initiative of understanding what it means on a gun for protection in this country. So with that being said, I'm going to share with you, there's a lot more to talk about on that topic. Let's be clear, the Second Amendment was not made for duck hunters. Let's also be clear what the definition of a weapon is. I don't personally care if you own an AK-47 or an AR-15 or if you have a 30-round mag. It makes no difference to me because I own a lot of them myself. Owning a gun in this country is not just a responsibility, it's a duty. It's a duty of every citizen to know how to use one to defend their family, their home, or their person. I will share with you that when we talk about deer hunting, I will take issue with the NRA to simply say that if you want to use an AR-15 or an AK for deer hunting, that's fine. I don't want to be the one to clean the deer up afterwards. So let's just say this. An AR-15 or an AK-47 is for the defense of my home, my family, my person, for offense or defense. I encourage you to own one, buy one, more than one, and all the rounds you possibly can afford, and hold them responsibly. Thank you very much. My name is Chris Mapp, and I appreciate you. This resistance movement by the Democrat is completely out of touch. Watching the, I'm very proud of my president. You can clear your voice all you want to. You make as much sense as you did in that at the debate. I'm sorry, it's a serious matter, and you shunned and you disrespect this country and my president and your president, and shame on you.
Your president lies.
I know how to run my district, and I hope to serve you. Thank you.
Your president lies every day.
Mr. O'Keefe.
One of the things I'm proud of in my campaign is it is fully funded by grassroots donors. It's small dollar contributions that have been keeping this campaign going. And that's what I'm fighting for the people who cannot write the $2,700 checks or the $5,400 checks. I'm not taking corporate interest money. I care about this country too, and I'm about working together. What are the ways that we could work across the aisle? I don't live in a fantasy world where I believe tyranny and all this bullcrap is going to happen. Let's focus on the local issues. That's what I'm fighting for. And it angers me when people try to define patriotism, because patriotism does not have one definition. I'm a patriot, and many people in this room are patriots. And it's a shame whenever people try and say that it's treason whenever you don't want to sit for a president. And I look forward to representing you all. Thank you.
We'll ask for responses for support.
Hello, family. It's Friday, baby, and it's not going to be a good weekend. It's a pretty sad nation right now, and I think everybody across this country is not going to be up for celebrating a great weekend. I'm going to try hard to make it through this rant. There are so many emotions in me that not good. That I wish I didn't have. I wish that you wish you didn't have. But we have them again. I specify the word again, because I don't know what it will take for the cowards in our house to stand up and do something about this. This shooting, no, it'll pass. Will it be the next one or the next one after that? We don't know. Depends on how much money the NRA can shell out to these assholes. That's the answer to that question. It's not your wish or my wish, your vote or my vote. It's how much money the NRA can pay off. How much money the gun lobbyists can spend. The NRA spent over $30 million to get Trump elected. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Paul Ryan, who controls what bills come on the House floor, got $342,000 from gun lobbyists and the NRA just this last campaign season. He has not allowed a single bill to come on the floor. Las Vegas, the bump stock, remember that? Bump stock, boom, 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 just as fast as you can. Any legislation? No. He won't allow it on the floor. He's a bought and paid for whore. That's what he is. He's a prostitute for the NRA. He's not going to allow anything on the floor. They are quick to jump on this mental health. It's the mental health, John. And they're right. It is the mental health. It's the mental health of this nation that is suffering every day this crap is allowed to go on. But in this new budget, no, Donnie cut mental health funding in this last budget. Because there's too much money, we gave it all to the damn rich people in a tax cut. So that had to be cut. So don't tell me coming around, oh, we need to take care of the mental health situation in this country. Yes, we do. But there's a bigger priority, a bigger apple on that tree. You know, just coming down here, the FBI just made a statement on the TV, and I'm glad that they came out and admitted this so quickly, that I didn't find this out through some news story, that the FBI had 2 tips on this kid. One last year and one on January 5th that specifically said that he was dangerous. He was a possible school shooter. But the FBI came out and said it dropped the ball. It did not follow up on those tips. See something? Say something? Yeah. We did that. We did that. Somebody did that. It is the love affair this country has with guns. There's so much shit. Alex Jones came out on his show, that little disgusting turd that talks to Donnie all the time, came out and said that globalists ordered the Florida shooting because of the FISA warrant memo being released. That's what it was. It was ordered by the globalists, the Democrats. They ordered this shooting. He's the same disgusting man, the disgusting scum of the earth that gets out and says Sandy Hook is it's a false flag. It didn't happen. No dead kids and all that shit. That's the disgusting crap that Donnie the Dick listens to. That man, that disgusting man, he sits here in Texas and it just defiles my state. He defiles anywhere he is. He's just like Donnie. That's how come they talk. Jeff Sessions got $22,000 last year from the NRA. But they already had Jeff in the pocket, baby. They don't have to spend money on him. Mike Pence only got $32,000. Why? Because he's already in the pocket. You want to check your legislation? You want to check these guys? Go to the NRA and find out what their rating are. Are they an A rating, a B rating? Because they rate it like a school report card. By the way, they all have A's. Highly supported by the NRA. 90% of this country approve of background checks. Paul Ryan won't let a bill come on the floor for it. 68% of this country believe in the ban on assault weapons. More than half of this nation want a ban on assault weapons. Do you think our legislators represent the people? No, they don't. They don't care if your kid gets killed. They'll offer up sympathy, kind words, thoughts and prayers. That's what they'll give you. Will they put legislation on the floor? Hell no. Why? Because they're whores. They're prostitutes for the NRA. This love affair they have with these fucking... I'll tell you what, you want to carry a goddamn assault weapon? Join the fucking army. Join your military. They'll give you one. No, we have a bunch of pricks running around this country. 3% of the people of this population, 3% own 50% of the guns in this nation. They're freaking whack jobs. They like to get dressed up in their army fatigues and their tactical belt and get their AR out and put on combat boots and go join some fucked up militia that's going to protect them from the evil government that's coming over the hill. They're a bunch of cowards who weren't brave enough to join the goddamn military. But oh Lord, they want that AR. They want that automatic weapon. They want a bump stock. Last night I went to my city hall here in Corpus Christi, Texas for a candidates forum. Republican and Democratic candidates in the city hall chamber to answer questions that were written on cards and asked by a moderator, not by the people, and had a debate on the congressmen of my district, judges from my district. People are running here in Texas. They were there, and I listened to them. I was inspired by some of them. I was motivated by one of them. So I listened to all of them last night. I am so behind Eric Holquin now. I listened to him in that debate. The man spoke with a compassion for all. He articulated his vision more than anybody else on that panel who stumbled through some speech that they're just trying to get hired. That's what one of them guy, he said he wanted, some Republican, he wanted the people to hire him. Why? Because he's a CPA. And he's tired of watching trees grow out his window, so he's bored and he wants to run for Congress. The one that motivated me. Oh yeah, he motivated me. His name was Christopher K. Mapp. Vote Republican. This idiot, in the aftermath of the Florida shooting last night in my city hall, sitting up at those tables, told that group of people there last night that they should buy as many guns as they can and buy as much ammunition as you can, and that Hillary and Obama and the FBI are trying to overturn Trump's presidential election, and that we're all going to be doomed if we don't get the guns. That's this idiot that motivated me last night. This guy, Chris Mapp, they even got his damn... If you're so inclined, you can reach him at CKMAPP for Congress 27. CKMAP for Congress 27 at gmail.com. I'm going to drop him a letter because I'd rather vote for a slab of bacon than this kind of moron who's currently going to college right now, but he'll drop out of college if he can get elected and take up his further education later on. How about get a little education before you sit up there and tell people ignorant crap? Yeah, Mapp, that's the guy that motivated me to keep in this fight, to stay in this fight, because this asshole, this disgusting excuse for a man, is quoted as saying that he believes that Texas ranchers should have the legal right to shoot wetbacks as they come across the border. That man is allowed to run under the Republican ticket. That man is running as a Republican, and he is welcomed into the Republican Party. That is disgusting. That man motivated me to do everything I can to get everybody in my district to get behind Eric Holquin or the other Democrat in your race. I don't care. Just don't vote for ignorant Republicans. The other guy that wanted to watch trees grow out his front yard when he was asked about the gun issue. Oh yes, I use an AR-15 for deer hunting. You idiot. How many rounds does it take you to shoot a deer? 30? How about a double clip? 60? This stupid shooter in Parkland had fired off 150 shots. Fuck your right to own an AR. Fuck you for using every excuse in the world to justify your sick love affair with a weapon that is designed to kill people, and you're too chicken shit to join the military. The only answer we have to this kind of shit is to vote them out. Look at their rating with the NRA. If they have an A, vote their fucking ass out. Stand up in the street. We need a fucking march. We need a big fucking march with everybody. Because this cannot keep going on. We cannot keep allowing this, and have no mistake, we allow it. We knew this was going to happen. We said it after the last one, and the one before that, and there'll be a next one. While we debate the Second Amendment that gives me the right to own as many guns and ammunition as I want. You're a sick individual. You don't care for your country. They're the kind of assholes that will turn that gun on their fellow Americans while they play their little militia games out in the woods every so weekend. You know, get out there and act like they're a big badass in defense of their country. No, you want to defend your country? How about ban those damn things so any idiot can get one? This kid bought that AR 3 days after he was expelled from school. He can't buy a beer in Florida. But you goddamn right, he can walk into any gun store and a half hour later walk out with an AR-15. Still pissed on the reason he went in there to buy it. And this is what we get. A society that allows it to happen. Our society is allowing this to continue because we have cowards, prostituted whores in our house. And it starts up there at the top. It starts with Donnie the Dick, who comes out in thoughts and prayers, but cut the mental health for tax cuts for his buddies. No, he doesn't give a shit about your kid getting killed. That's not enough of a price to pay for what he will get from the gun lobbyist. The vacations these congressmen go on, the little payoffs behind the scenes. Here's a little tip on some stock you ought to buy. They're whores for them. They don't stand up for us. It's to the highest bidder. And that's the NRA, baby. So fuck you. That's what they say. That's what they're saying to you and me. Fuck you. I get too much money for them. I can't say anything against guns. They'll quit giving me money. I won't get reelected. It's about getting reelected. It's not about our Constitution. It's not about the laws. It's about them getting reelected. Yeah, blood pressure's up a little bit. And it has been ever since I heard this news. I felt good about going to that meeting last night. I felt better when I came out of that meeting. I felt more motivated when I came out of that meeting. We have to get involved. Anything you can do. Go to these meetings. Listen to these candidates. I listened to this man tell my constituents to go out and buy as many guns as you can with as much ammunition as you can. Why? So you can kill your fellow American. That's what this man said. This is the guy that motivated me last night. The one that inspired me was Eric Hoagland. Debbie Rios, I liked her for 148th judge. Ray Thomas. I like that guy. He's got plenty of experience to sit on the court. And we need to keep the court as much Democrat as we can. So yes, I am for Ray Thomas. He's qualified. He's smart. He is a man that can make those decisions. And we keep those Democrats on the court because I'm not willing to give up an inch to any Republican Party that allows this kind of scum to run under their banner. No. That's what the Republican Party has become. Scumbag traitors to their countries. White supremacists, neo-Nazis, you name it, they're all in there and they are welcome in that party. And until somebody on the Republican side stands up to throw them out, I can only assume that if you vote Republican, you are nothing but a scum-sucking traitor to your country. Because that's who they are. About gun insurance. You have car insurance, you have house insurance. You know, you even have to buy insurance because you have to pay for the people that don't have insurance. Fuck you. How about gun insurance? You own an AR? How about a nice hefty monthly bill or an insurance policy for you to have your little weapon so your little pecker can get hard? How about that? You know, money talks, bullshit walks. You know, you love your gun that much? How about a, $700, $800, $900 a month payment for your insurance in case that weapon is used in a mass shooting? But no, you're infringing on my right to keep my pecker hard. It's disgusting. That amendment was written when our country was first founded. They could not envision B-52s flying overhead dropping bombs. But some of these assholes, they'd fly one. Bazookas, rocket fire missiles. Yeah. They think they deserve that. They deserve everything they cry for under the Second Amendment, and they distort it, and they make our Constitution, they shit on it with that kind of crap. And they shove it up our ass, calling it a constitutional right. A well-regulated militia. Well-regulated. Let's regulate the shit out of it. Fuck you and your desire to own an AK. Join the military, they'll give you an M16, baby. They'll point at people you can go shoot at. You don't have to practice in the woods every weekend on your imaginary war against your fellow citizens. Get involved. What else can I say? Get involved. Get in the street. Do whatever you can. Stand up for our party. Stand up for the rights that we believe in. Because the other side has gone to dogs. They're scum sucking. They'll sell us out. They're whores. Woo. You know, there were 8 crimes I had written down. 8 crimes involving guns in Japan. I think it was in 2016, I think the number was. Don't quote me on that one, but it was 8 crimes concerned with guns. Not deaths, just crimes that had guns involved, because in Japan, you want a gun, baby. Oh, Lord, you got to go through a whole lot of stuff. And it takes years to get a license to have one. Are you willing to go that far? 96 people a day in our country die. One fashion or another. Is that enough? Hell no. Is this school shooting enough? I don't think so. They can't. Your child's blood, it doesn't pay for campaign commercials. Your child's blood does not pay for all the campaign stops and the vacations and shit with people to rub elbows with the right guys. Your child's blood is not worth the payoff that our Congress gets from the NRA. Thoughts and prayers, baby. Legislation, fuck you. And that's exactly what they say every day. I gotta go, people. Try to enjoy your weekend. Keep our country in mind, and keep in mind that all this weekend and the next days to come, there will be parents burying their children. There will be families burying their loved ones because our Congress was too weak, too bought off, too much of an asshole to do anything about it. And it will happen again. It will happen again. Will your child be one? We don't know. We don't know where it's going to happen. But it will happen. Until we get in the street and we do something about this. 90% approve of background checks, and we can't get that done through our Congress. They don't work for us. They're a bunch of sleazebags paid off by gun lobbyists and pharmaceutical companies and everything else that we have to pay through the nose in this country because they passed the laws that allow them to do it. It's us. We allow it. And if we don't do something about it, we're going to allow the next one. And I don't want to do that. John Bravo, a blue dot in Texas. I'm shining everywhere I can. I'm being seen anywhere I can to let them know this American is standing up and doing something about the problem that is infesting our country. And it starts with getting the disgusting, immoral liar out of our house and cleaning the rest of the scumbags out of the House and out of the Senate. And take our country back from lunatics, from a Republican Party that allow treasonous assholes who promote killing their own citizens into their party. Y'all got a chance, right? Rewind this thing, get that little say, put John Bravo said, hey, I ought to let you know how I think. I'd rather vote for a slab of freaking bacon. Like, share, and subscribe. John Bravo on Facebook. Blue Dot in Texas on Facebook. John Bravo Speaks. The Blue Dot family, go by there. Please, I'm asking you to get involved. If you don't get involved in that group, get involved in some group. Get motivated to do something. To get others to vote. To get as many people as we can to vote. Because that's the only way we're going to save this nation. And it is worth saving. We grew up here. We know it can be a good country. We just can't let it slip into the slimy, disgusting swamp that has become Washington. We need to disinfect the hell out of it. Whew, we'll see y'all later.